This is without question one of the most disturbing dashcam videos ever captured. On February 26, 2025, a Reddit user going by the name 𝐸 shared footage that left thousands of people speechless. In his post, he explained that he had just wrapped up his evening kickboxing session and was driving home like any other Wednesday night, unaware that he was about to witness something truly horrific. The video begins innocently enough. He's sitting at a red light, waiting for it to change. Everything looks perfectly normal. Up ahead, a black car sits in the intersection, signaling to make a left turn. But as soon as the car moves, the situation takes a horrifying turn. Out of nowhere, a motorcycle rockets into the frame at an estimated 160 miles per hour. In a split second, it collides with the side of the black car with unimaginable force. The impact is so violent that the car erupts into flames almost instantly. If you pause the footage at just the right moment, you can actually see the motorcyclist being thrown across the pavement, still engulfed in flames. It's a horrifying, gut-wrenching image that's difficult to forget. Sadly, both the motorcyclist and the driver of the car lost their lives in the crash. This devastating footage serves as a brutal reminder of how quickly life can change. One small mistake, one brief lapse in awareness, and everything can end in an instant. The man in the white truck, along with the driver who captured the footage, were the first to witness the aftermath. Hopefully, they received the emotional support they needed, because seeing something like that unfold right before your eyes is something no one can ever truly be prepared for. It's heartbreaking to think that tragedies like this happen more often than we realize. But it raises an unsettling thought. What if you were just driving home, minding your own business, when something terrifying suddenly happened right in front of you? This next dashcam video comes from Chicago and was recorded nearly a year ago, on March 3, 2024. John Williams, a local Uber driver, was just finishing up his shift. It was a quiet Sunday evening, and he had already completed several rides without incident. At exactly 11:59 p.m., he accepted what he thought would be his final pickup of the night. But that single decision would change everything. The request came from one of Chicago's most dangerous neighborhoods. Despite the risk, John accepted it. Moments later, a young woman climbed into the back seat, and within seconds, his calm night turned into something he'd never forget. Without warning, chaos erupted. Gunshots rang out the moment the passenger closed the door.
Go, 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 you're gonna shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car?
Yeah, go.
What the What is that?
John instinctively hit the gas and sped away from the scene. Thankfully, both he and the girl escaped unharmed. But what truly unsettled viewers was the girl's reaction, or rather, her lack of one. She got into the car calmly, almost casually, as if she were used to the danger surrounding her. And just as she pulled the door shut, she said in an eerily steady voice, "He is shooting." Then, the sound of gunfire filled the air. To this day, no one knows the full story. Was she somehow connected to the shooter, or was she simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? The truth remains unclear. What is certain, however, is that John's ordinary night turned into a nightmare he'll never forget. This next dashcam video begins like any ordinary day. An Uber driver picking up a family and calmly taking them to their destination. The footage was uploaded by a Reddit user named 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, and at first glance, everything seems completely normal. But within seconds, the situation takes a shocking and terrifying turn.
What the fuck is this?
Without warning, the man sitting in the front passenger seat suddenly grabs the steering wheel and violently jerks it, attempting to steer the car straight into an oncoming truck. Chaos erupts in an instant. Thankfully, the Uber driver reacts with incredible speed, regaining control just before the vehicle collides. He slams on the brakes, stopping the car inches from disaster. The would-be saboteur then jumps out and flees the scene, while the visibly shaken driver steps out, chasing after him. Many viewers believe this was an attempted insurance scam, a dangerous scheme that, sadly, has become far more common in recent years. Fortunately, the Uber was equipped with both interior and exterior cameras, capturing every second of the incident. That footage would later become key evidence in proving the driver's innocence. But the most disturbing part isn't just the reckless act itself. It's who else was in the car. A woman and her children were sitting in the back seats, terrified as it all unfolded. This wasn't just an attack on a driver. It was an event that could have claimed the lives of an entire family, all for the sake of a scam. It remains unclear whether the suspect was ever caught. But one thing is certain: the Uber driver's quick thinking and composure likely saved multiple lives that day. He handled it better than most could. But for police officers, facing moments like this isn't rare. It's part of the job. And sometimes, those encounters turn into situations far more intense than anyone could ever prepare for. This next incident occurred on March 14, 2025. A man named Samuel was simply driving from one place to another, a normal evening with nothing out of the ordinary. But at exactly 8:11 p.m., everything changed. What began as an ordinary drive quickly turned into an experience he would never forget. I looked into it, but there are no details about what led up to this. Whatever the cause, there's no excuse for what happens next. As Samuel drove down the highway, he found himself repeatedly harassed by the driver of a white truck. No matter what he did, changing lanes, honking his horn, trying to put distance between them, the truck stayed on his tail. The driver cut him off over and over, tailgating dangerously. At one point, the situation escalated to the point where Samuel was forced to come to a complete stop. Other cars swerved around him, horns blaring, as chaos unfolded on the highway. It could easily have ended in a serious collision. So, what was really going on? Was this simply extreme road rage? Or was the driver of the white truck attempting some kind of insurance scam? Whatever the reason, targeting someone like this, especially at high speeds, is not only reckless but downright life-threatening. A collision could have been fatal. The real question is, why did the white truck do this? You be the judge. Moral of the story is: 1. Split-second decision while driving can have life-changing consequences.